Wellness and Oneness. We're running and junning right now. We're running and junning. Thanks for coming out for another one. You know what I'm saying? This is the Great Rock Show. So we're gonna put it together right now. This episode right now is called I Ain't Mad at You. Hope you're getting yourself ready and together. Come on in.
Right now we on the block, man. need some in the headphone. What? Yeah. I was there with you since.
Was that?
Not marble, nor the gilded monuments of princes shall outlive this powerful rhyme. But you shall shine more bright in these contents than unswept stone besmeared with sluttish time. When wasteful war shall statues overturn, and broils root out the work of masonry, nor Mars his sword, nor war's quick fire shall burn the living record of your memory. 'Gainst death and all oblivious enmity shall you pace forth. Your praise shall still find room, even in the eyes of all posterity that wear this world out to the ending doom. So, till the judgment that yourself arise, you live in this, and dwell in lovers' eyes.
Couple of seconds for those that passed this recently. James Earl Jones, I found out. So, all right. I wanted to open with that because that poem, set up by William Shakespeare, is actually a rhyme, right? And I wanted to name this at first. How long will they mourn me? Right? Very apropos, especially with the times right now, from September 7th to the 13th. Um, we were 28 years ago, right on the cusp of the transition of Tupac Shakur, 25 years old, MC out of New York, Baltimore, and the Bay, California, and son of a Black Panther experience, street personality, great orator, good actor. I'm gonna keep it 100, and definitely put his mark on the industry. Right. Just recently, we had another young brother who's now been being celebrated by many people that know him in the industry because he was out there at a great level. He goes by the name of Rich Homie Quan. Salute that young man. Thank you for the contribution. Absolutely. And it's unfortunate, that it just came out of the blue, very untimely. Uh, Nobody got a chance to figure out what was going on. We left with this with some dope music. I hope this is the one I'm looking for. Left it with some dope music. A couple of great interviews. Okay, that's not it. Oh, it's not gonna load up. And it's unfortunate when you start to see, all the memories that he left behind for other people to speak about. And it's like that with many people, that even in our own lives. You know what I'm saying? That's why I titled this, I Ain't Mad at You. I'm not mad at you. Whatever you got going on in your life, we may have wanted people to change, but they weren't ready on their own time. And sometimes we have to take that into consideration. That person's not ready yet. But their time is not, and nobody's time is documented when they will exactly go to the next round, right? And there is no guarantees that tomorrow will come. And to multiply that by our activity, is what makes it even more, harsh. And also, it's also the even keel, the even level for everybody to understand of what we doing here, what our what our lives contribute to other people. And you know if we're able to find our purpose and we live by what we love, we can give forth new energy and inspire others. So I ain't mad at you. I hoped you would have followed some of the the advice given. I hope you would have attained some of the knowledge that was provided, some of the wisdom that was provided. I would hope that, but I ain't mad at you. I know you got to live. Go ahead and live. And understand those that were there in your deepest and darkest times, really, and they really had your best interest at heart. They tried. They tried. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to make this solemn thing. This is an honoring and a celebration, because so much was left behind that you like, yo, when you start to see the pictures and the loved ones come out, and then you start to see the different interviews come out, you're like, yo, this person was, really on. That's something good to say. Great things to say. We did the same thing with Young Dolph. Same thing with Mac Miller. You got to dive into the catalogs and look into the crates for these great interviews and these great responses that, unfortunately get sunken underneath the dribble and the controversy of the day. Did you know Eminem got a new album out? Did you know that? No. Did you know LL at 56 years old put a new album out? And it's good? And it's good? Breaking the age barrier? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know Kendrick just secured a spot in the Super Bowl for the halftime show? You know? Did you know Drake got a new project out? We're gonna keep it 100. You know? Did you know? We accept some of the people at their best times, and then we really rag them at their worst times. You know what I'm saying? Or at a time that is unfavorable to them. And this is the message for the media and those that jumped on, like when, rest in peace, Fatman Scoop passed. You got some other media channel that put up the last moments, and then everybody follows suit because everybody wants to have that sliver of controversial documentation. You know what I'm saying? That oh, we got him in his last breath. I had a picture of an artist that recently got sent to the upper room. And his transgression was that he went to the grave of his op and was digging it up. And he was an up and coming artist. But it shocked me so much about the lack of respect. And I mean, what do you expect to happen after doing something like that? I was befuddled, totally blown away. But this is what we got here now. You know what I'm saying? Some people, and I mentioned this on the show before with the Fanatics, when people were talking about going to Meg the Stallion's mother's place of rest. Like, when did your madness stop? But then again, I'm not mad at you. And you don't know. Some people don't know any better. Some people don't know any better. And then when that person goes on, you'll have people out of the world. Rollo talked about this too. Rollo, Fam Goon, and people will try to, chisel at his integrity and stuff like that. The one thing he said was very clear. You know what I'm saying? Where was all the ahs and oohs and when the brother was alive? When the brother was alive. And that's why it's so important to tell people where you're coming from, give people their flowers and respects and all that. You know what I'm saying? Show your appreciation as much as possible. We all can't give, come on now. And not everybody's built like that. So let's move to a couple of moments of silence. For the Rich Homie Quan.
Walk through. I ain't saying what you're saying when I walk through. I got all these hoes staring when I walk through. How to make a few bands on the walk through. Watch me, hey, why me walk through? Watch me, hey, why me walk through? Watch me, hey, why me walk through? How to make a few bands on the walk through. How to make a few bands on the walk through. And when I walk through, I ain't saying what.
Beautifully orchestrated. Great music. Great music. Get that out of there. Well, great music. And you got a bunch more. Another one. Salute. And you got a bunch more. You know what I'm saying? Quality catalog. Not too bad. You had some controversial moments. That Biggie joint was crazy. Controversial moment when they had him do the Biggie joint. I'm sorry. Mr. Lyrics up, all that. Really tight jeans with the butters was crazy. It's like a lot. But that's what you want out of your artist. Somebody that's willing to be courageous enough to get out there last minute, get out there and rep. You know what I'm saying? Hook or crook for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Hook or crook. Let me see if I can get you involved a little bit more to what I'm talking about, right? How long will they mourn me? Is what my first thing was going to be. And as you see right now, you got Fatman Scoop. Rest your soul, Fatman Scoop. And I'm going to show you how deep this is. I have a console, right? And it's not the top of the market console. It's pretty good. Got a lot of different features to it. I could do like different sound effects, right? I did that one. You know what I'm saying? I put that one in there. I got this. Comment. And they can't hardly hear that stuff, right? Because I recorded that. So it's different, right? But there's a pre-programmed joint in this particular console that has this man's voice in it. This is how powerful Fatman Scoop's Isaac Mr. Soul. This is how big his voice and personality was. They put it in consoles. Not two different consoles that had. That's why I want to make sure, understand, his family should be getting the royalties off of this, the mechanicals and all that. His family shouldn't want for anything because of his contribution to the cultures, dance, the club talent, all that. Here's the pre-recorded joint. Understand. What's the explosion at? We're going to do that again. Because my explosion joint moved. Freaking amazing. And I think he was in One of the Grand Theft Autos, a couple. I don't know if anybody wants cares to enlighten me. Please let me know. Bigger than life, the voice was, and the energy that you know, he impacted. It was just tremendous. You go to a club and you hear drop, or you hear him in the beginning of a rhyme, beginning of a segment. He didn't even have to be there. It just went off the rails. It went off the chain. You know what I'm saying? And this legend right here is a legend. A legend. Should not be ignored. Should not be ignored. Let me see if I got something. A nice little treat for you to impact what I'm saying about what the. Okay, okay. I got a little something. A little something. Don't mind me. Just here to share. Man. A couple of moments. Run had a phrase that he said, and it went, we had a whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house. This is the way this man delivered it. I got to give him another round of applause for that. We tend to, gloss over those that were great. And reading the room was like second nature to the man. Like, just seeing what was going on. Who in the night? Who in the night? he wig out. He wig out a little bit. But you never lost a step. If you didn't like the party, you definitely partied. You know what I'm saying? So salute them. And they made his family and the seeds. Same thing with Rich Homie Quan and James with their family and the legacy. That's another thing I want to talk about, the legacy that lives behind. Like, this stuff gets passed on. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody got some good estate planning, you know what I'm saying, and go intestate, meaning all the hard work and labor goes back to the government or the state, you know what I'm saying, and the family actually, can thrive and even use that example and excel and build greater upon that which was given. You know what I'm saying? A greater actor in the family than James Earl Jones. A greater, DJ and a radio personality than Fatman Scoop. You know what I'm saying? A greater MC, and just a cool guy connect with, businessman, than Rich Homie Quan in their families, in their respective families. And all of us should think like that along the way. You know what I'm saying? Because none of this is easy. First of all, the courage to get on, the mindset to have to develop a message and spread some information. That's not compiling, files and trying to sort things out, as well as maintaining your personal life where you're trying to solve your purpose in life. your purpose, your personal life to get to your purpose in life. This legend, last words was something he would say in the beginning of his career. It was not for him, it was for the people to make some noise. That's a purpose. That's a purpose in life. He talked about that a couple of times on a couple of the podcasts that's out there right now. Maybe you can go see a couple. Single by Choices, Ashley Dalton, I think it was Art of Dialogue. The man was out here. You know what I'm saying? And rest his soul, soar on a peaceful journey. That's what I'm talking about. Soar on a peaceful journey. Now, I mentioned that for a reason. Let's see if I can go into this man right here. This man right here, Have D, talk about a phenomenal artist, a statesman, an ambassador of hip hop, somebody that did everything well, exceptional. You know what I'm saying? Made no excuses, was daring, and kept it radio friendly and street at the same time. This man right here, Heavy D. Look, I said I was going to sit down, think about it, put together the whole, different clips of interviews and how other people felt about him. It's too immense of a show. It might go 3 hours to talk about this one man, his connections, and the way that he set people, on in different paths. Those are just amazing. Hold on. No doubt. Yeah, I'm getting some messages. I have to check that. But man, this man right here, think of some of the hits. Black Coffee, no sugar, no cream. That's the kind of chick I want down on my team. Now that we found love, the house joint, the joint he did with Janet Jackson. All right. Yo. Go to the beginning of the career. Overweight lover in the house. The overweight lover in the house. Said it couldn't do it, but it got done. What? Come on, man. The rest in peace, Trouble T-Roy, G Wiz, and Eddie F on the fader, man. Great group. Heavy D and the boys, man. Heavy D and the boys. Give him them. Come on, man. Peaceful Journey was one of those songs that is lighthearted, got that, and he dropped the melody in respect to those that makes the transition, and just a beautiful tribute honor record. If you can find it, play it. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, because it's still just a nice record on its own. But when you start to add on to, somebody's experience of moving on, hit, boom, put it out there. I ain't mad at you. Oh, man, come on, man. This is soul music. That walkthrough joint was soul music. I saw an interview, a little clip about, what was it, the University of Michigan used it? And they one of the players used it to hype up the team or what have you. And they got to the Rose Bowl, national championships, won the national championships, and they were so ecstatic. They put the brother Rich Homie Quan in the middle of the joint. He's like so like humble. He's like, yeah, I just want to be a fan. I just want to see y'all just want something amazing. And say, nah, y'all use the cause because your music, your music inspired us. Your music inspired us. That's not going to happen for everybody out here. No, it's not. But for the one that it do happen for, it's something electric. And that was the walkthrough joint. And you feel the way when you start there. He had a song called Feel Some Type of Way. What I'm doing here. He had a song called Feel Some Type of Way. Was it that the song? I think that was the song. Oh, word. Yeah, bugging out. I think that was the song, Type of Way. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check it out. But man, that's to show you how great he had a couple of joints. Ride from a crazy. And then we mentioned Pop. 28 years ago, you know, if you could take back the hands of time, there's a couple of things that if they didn't happen, he'd probably still be here. You know what I'm saying? But the pride of a person is raw. It's real. And some things you have to take it, take in consideration. But some things you not, you know, especially if you that I don't want to go into that. Not right now. Not right now. I got 2 interviews we want to peruse through. Salute. This is just some of the people that great artists that inspired. I could put up Sean Price, definitely. That inspired me. You know what I'm saying? And who I seen as solid people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I could put people you don't know up here all day long, But I ain't mad at you, especially with the contribution that you gave, not to just the hip hop community, but in life in general. That's why I put Heavy D out there. He made millionaires for other people, gave people chances when they didn't see any. You know what I'm saying? This man rescued a child in a car accident. Some superhuman stuff. You know what I mean? That you don't just diminish the character like that. This stuff that was bigger than life for people. That's what I just wanted to get that off right there. It's just it's a wonderful thing to see how these people strive for their positions, and I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You could be a few type of artists, right? You could be that artist that just great lyricist, great musician, get by, do what you have to do to stay on that level. Like, okay, we appreciate you for everything you do. As far as this MCing, this hip hopping thing, you don't. Then there's the side where you could go straight to the left. Why I say the left is sinister, I don't know. It's an old school thing. That's what they do, right? Where everything just falls apart. You get humiliated. You get into these precarious situations. Look it up. You get into these weird situations. You don't have proper balance, and your career may fizzle out, but you could do spot dates here and there. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with that. You still got a following. You still got people that love you. You know what I'm saying? Or then you can also do, you cross over into something that you find a little solace in. You know what I'm saying? Styles P with the juice bar. Beanie Sigel with the food truck. You know what I'm saying? You find something that's outside of the realm of what your main art is, even though you're still rocking it on a high level. But, you got a new passion for things, a new purpose. And this what goes to the LL thing. LL, his passion of acting, he got the bug. And, if people say it distanced him from music, well, in a way it did, because he lost a couple of steps. But when he got back on track and, got with the right people, it started to make sense and started to sound like something. You know what I'm saying? So he had like maybe 3 different resurrection periods. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the rock and roll influence of Rick Rubin into more of the smooth funk and jazz stuff of Marley Marl. And then coming out of the Marley Marl into more like, kind of like the hardcore, but, radio friendly at the same time, stuff with track masters and things like that. And then, at the same time, he's still doing acting stuff. So, and he's, closely linked to hip hop, getting certain things done behind the scenes and with different artists. And then also from there, going into more of the more into the heavy R&B stuff, but a little more upbeat with Timbaland and The Dream and stuff like that. So he was able to stay, in radar, pretty much consistent, and in each project, he would still have some heavy street joint. You know what I'm saying? Linked with the Lost Boys, linked with Foxy Brown, Keith Murray, Fat Joe, all these likes. You know what I'm saying? And imagine a project with LL, Nas, and Coogee Rap. Queen spit, this Queen stuff. Queen spitters is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just saw a picture earlier today of with Nas and Pac. And they've run into each other a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? Before they had their, little issue. And even then, they were amicable with each other in a certain light. You can hear the interview with Snoop. It could have got crazy. But Nas's resolve and his way of conflict resolution and respect was just, just gentlemanly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes Nas's character very refined. And Pac was, he's on the look. You just don't stand beside this dude. You know what I'm saying? Pac was on his rampage mode, and karma has prevailed. But imagine a song with them together, especially when Pac's vision started to get a little bigger than just like, yo, this is not just about me here on the West Coast repping West Side. West Side is it's the U.S. and the globe. And then we can include them in. But first, we gotta, sweep up the dust right here. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's go into a couple of things to see if I'm remotely close. Now, I have a couple of clips from the 1996 Rob Marriott interview with Tupac, and it was his last interview, very in depth. If you listen to a couple of interviews that he's done around that time, you definitely want to go to the Vibe interview, okay, where he speaks about what the Vibe did, and he started mentioning what he's going to do as the resurrected artist Machiavelli. You can go into the interview he did in Clinton Correctional Facility with the picture of Yummy Santaford in the back, and if you Google the story about that, just like, man, and this is the leadership of Pac and what he wanted to see in the vision of his character, being larger than what it is as a man of the people. And this is not personality worship in no respects. This is the facts from the ground of what, the man done. So I'm not going to bear false witness against him or for him. You know what I'm saying? This is just exactly what it is. Let's go into the interview right here and see what we can glean from it.
About like the process of like dealing with jail and shit. Like
the first part was what first it made me humble. Not because niggas was scared. People took that Bob interview so wrong. I was not in no danger. It wasn't like niggas was screaming, I'm gonna kill you. I was walking around in fucking $200 sweatsuits in Rikers Island. You know what I mean? Living. eating good, living good. Niggas was giving me love. Niggas sending me shit. Latin Kings giving me shit. Everybody giving me shit. Like, you represent, we got love for you. It was love. It was out of that love that I was like, yo, thug life is dead. I was like, while I'm in jail, this is going to jail with me. Nobody has the power. Nobody is like me to be able to represent this while I'm locked down. I thought I was going away for years.
I Thug Life was this movement called the Hate You Give, Little Infants, F's Everybody. And it was more of an acronym and a mantra at the same time. And his philosophy on how he was dealing with certain situations, being that infant. You know what I'm saying? That was giving hatred. The shotgun out his mother's womb before he was born. You know what I'm saying? So, just put that in your head and imagine, what type of effect it had on him and her. This is the martyrdom, that befell upon him after hearing that. Let's go.
I couldn't let nobody represent that. And I was seeing how many soldiers I had by coming to jail. I was like, oh no, this shit I gotta stop it. I gotta rethink it, because I didn't plan thug life. I just said it. It was how I felt. I said it and I lived it. Now I gotta take my life, see what I live, what I represent, and I gotta dictate what this is, and then let niggas be a part of this. So that's why I killed it and murdered it and choked it. And all them niggas that was rapping with me, I murdered and choked their career as far as being with me. Because if it was a thug life, it would have been some, shit would have happened different. I wouldn't have got shot like that. So this thug life got destroyed. I came back out with my shit. And even then, I still had niggas on my team that I shouldn't have had on my team. I should have started all new with family. Now everybody on my team is family.
So while you was in jail, like, what was the turnover? Where did it turn from being like,
just from niggas talking to me, like hearing niggas in jail talking to me, like, thinking that they was like so surprised that I could be in jail, like not knowing like that everybody goes to jail. This shit is like the same thing that make you want to buy my shit is what made me in jail. You understand? Like niggas
let's stop right there.
But I was like,
let's stop right there. The same thing that make you want to rock with me is the same thing that made me go to jail. What? And it's a shame. This is the poison in the community that people talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's the poisonous activity in the community that people want to say is the cause, when it's not, man. It's the first of all, it's the conditions around that develop this character that wasn't supposed to be like that. So the same thing that you want to penalize me for is the same thing that's feeding the babies. Like, yo, and that's the ill mentality that is carried on, and it makes it acceptable to do these works. And not, at the end of the day, it's not the right thing. It's not. It doesn't, it really is like pouring water in the desert expecting the tree to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know all the circumstances behind the young brother, Rich Homie Quan, or what have you, but he's expected to perform at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? To achieve what he's achieved before, so he can keep the money rolling in. Same thing with every other artist, every other young dude that's getting at a high level. They'll figure that you're only as good as your last hit, your last 100,000. What can you do now? And then you might get a record company that can see, almost see the future, because they don't teach, or they don't choose to encourage the young person to do well. It doesn't make money to do well. It doesn't make money for you to be a positive producer in this realm. It doesn't. It's not cost efficient to be a positive person with scholarly lyrics or anything like that. No. Keep kicking that gangsters. Keep drilling, homie. Keep twerking, shorty. Show that. That's what's going to make the money for them when it's going to make the money for you. And not only that, there's 1,000, tens of thousands, 100,000 people that will follow your model, wanting to be better than you because they make it look easy like you can do it. But they'll also come here. So I don't give a F records. Let's do this right. I don't give a records. So the same thing that made me what I am is kicking y'all ass today and putting me in jail. Wild work. Let's go. Slow down with that.
I understand what they saying. They like they in the dope game and they taking every chance to make it. I'm in the rap game and I'm not taking the chances that I need to be here. I'm just acting like I could come back tomorrow. And that's what I thought. I thought because I was raw, that I thought because I had talent in my heart. I never thought I was necessarily the best rapper, the best nuts, and I think I'm the realest nigga out there. I do think that. I think I own that. If I could patent being real, I think I own that. Because I think being real is just being true. I'm the nigga that'll wear a suit when everybody else got on khaki. You know what I mean? I'll be bald-headed when everybody wear braids. I'll wear braids when they all bald-headed. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it's just being real. I don't have no insecurity. I do, but I take my insecurities and show everybody. You know, like my mom and my life, me being little, I just be harder.
Who else did that, y'all? Who else did that? Who else did that right there? Can you say Eminem? Eminem did that. Show your insecurities. Yeah. Make a song about it. Pour your energy out. Pour your, everything that you wanted to say but couldn't say. Throw it in poetry form. Throw it out there. Lil Wayne does it. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna argue. Kendrick Lamar does it. Yep. I ain't gonna hold you. That's real. DMX did it. Where you at, son? There you go. Sean Price. Oh, man, come on now. I can go on and on and on. But when you do it, right? When you do it, it makes you larger than life. Lauryn Hill. Stop playing, bro. I know there's a lot of sound effects going on, but I like the sound effects. I like sound effects. Okay? But yeah, these are the people that did it, successful at it, made it through, pushed through, and there's many more, of course, but there's the table is just so wobbly. Oh, Scarface, stop playing, man. Salute Scarface. Face Mob is one of those unique talents that, when you hear them, it's almost like Sunday morning at your favorite church. I don't care what the dope dealing church, whatever church you think you're gonna go to. He pours his heart into his writing, into his freestyles, into his work, and he enlightens at the same time, informs you about the tricks and the trades of the streets, about his tenacity as being a professional in the MC world, and then he hits you with some of his darkest thoughts at times. You know what I'm saying? And the way he'll describe something is almost Hitchcock level. Definitely, it is dark, but then he'll show you a brighter side. talented artist, and he's up now. I mean, he's going through a little something right now. Just send him your prayers and send him your family his prayers. But listen to his music. Listen to Deeply Rooted, right? Listen to Diary. Listen to Last of a Dying Breed. You know what I'm saying? Listen to Untouchable. You'll know. You'll know. You'll hear certain tracks. You'll hear the way he sings certain words. Scarface was nothing to play with, man. He's nothing to play with. So salute and let that register honor to Scarface, who's a close close to Pac. Keep him your prayers. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on a little further. Got a little more to go.
You know what I mean? Be fearless, and whatever happens, happens. And that's why I take these niggas' hearts. This nigga Biggie is 3 times bigger than me, and everybody's sympathizing with him. They acting like I'm bullying him. This nigga 3 times bigger than me, and I'm asking this nigga to have a fight. I possess his soul, his and Puffy.
Now remember, this was at the time when there was the height of the beef, and it was blown out of proportion by the media outlets. You got to understand that, right? And then it turned into the East Coast versus West Coast, but it wasn't really all that because Pac was on the East Coast doing things, and he made himself available to East Coast artists at a high rate. And to be frank, like most of down south, Midwest, they was a lot of Pac. It was a lot of Pac. Big, and his charisma drove the flag and waved it a little harder for the East Coast, Brooklyn in particular, because he was unrelenting, but he was also charismatic. He was about to make his way into the small screen. You seen him with Martin. That would have been dope. And a couple of those long form videos. So Big wasn't just gonna go out like that. Big, he had that charisma. He had that star power. That was undeniable. You know what I mean? And people knew that from day one. If it would have been cultivated sooner, we probably had some real major work from him. You know what I mean? Maybe in a couple of scripts, because the way he write. Look at how he wrote with what's that song? Nobody till somebody kills you. Come on, man. Sky's the limit. The writing was it's impeccable. And he was on his way to find. Now remember, he started way rough, and when he started out rough, who was there to help him? Tupac Shakur. They were the best of friends. 2 Geminis together. Salute to that. Salute to that. Where's my stuff? I gotta organize my board a little better. I know. Come on, Cuba. So that's just to let you know how that turn of events goes. Without saying too much, Pac felt he got betrayed by people he felt he had a good connection with. And now that everything is coming out, you start to see how deep and ugly this rabbit hole is going to go. We're not even, scratching the surface, to tell you the truth. Who's up in the building? I don't see you coming through. What's going on? Oh, yeah. All right. Okay, I don't happen to see you come into the queue yet. When you come into the queue, I'll add you on. What's going on here? Okay, there you go. Oh man, that's old. What the hell? Hey, yeah. Where's my losing one? Come on. If you can click the link. Let's go on. Sorry, y'all.
know that I was the truest nigga involved with Biggie's success. I was the biggest help. I was the truest nigga. I don't write his rhymes, but he know how much he borrowed from me. He know how I used to stop my shows and let him touch the show. Let him blow up and do his whole show in the middle of my show. How I used to buy him shit and give him shit and never ask for it back. How I used to share. How I used to share my experiences in the game and my lessons and my rules and my knowledge on the game with him.
All right, I'm not going to open the, but that's just to show you how deep that friendship was. Okay, and we're not going to go too far into it. Just wanted to let you know that, because you know you're going to see pictures. Of course, you're going to see them together. You know, in different places. Big was rocking, and this was his chance. He was like, "Yo, I'm rolling with Pac, B." You know what I'm saying? And he put the whole Brooklyn on, just et cetera, right? So you know, definitely got to give respect and the stripes to somebody like that. You got to. No, like, what do we do if we don't do that? Where we at when we don't do that? It's madness, I tell you. It's madness. Okay, remove that. Add on. Got a couple more we're gonna go with. You know, I also got like some I got some Nipsey Hussle. He doesn't get enough. I mean, yeah, he gets enough credit. Stop playing for that. Come on, man. Nip, neighborhood Nip, something else.
Do this in addition to this, because there's West Coast rappers too that don't do that. Right. What made me raw is that I'm West. I got both. I'm the future of Black America. When we manifest the best of the West Side and the best of the East Side, and we bring that together, you know what I mean? When East Coast G's have sex with West Coast G's, these G's being women, and they have kids, that's gonna be the new breed. You know what I mean? When you start reading this culture with this gangbang shit, right? That's the new breed.
That united together.
Right. To get out. But right now we stuck, and the only thing we can do is get the niggas that run it out of here. Right. So that's what we doing. They gone now. Now we got One Nation with Greg Nice, Buckshot, Smith and Wesson, Melly Mel, Scorpio, The Loonies, Snoop, Corrupt, Daz, me, Scarface, Cocaine, Bone Thugs, Spice One, all of them on my shit. One Nation. And it's just about the hip hop nation, all the real niggas that I recognize. And
you're not going to get too much of that anymore, right? You're not going to get too much of that anymore. You got a glimpse of it with K-Dot just recently doing the pop-up concert, which was phenomenal. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy when they do the Super Bowl. You know, if he still decides to do it, you know, you never know. But man, come on, it's not about Drake per se, even though that's where the momentum came from. But it was about reestablishing a strength value in, I would say, homegrown artists. And it's not a slight to Drake again. Here we go. Not a slight to Drizzy. Drizzy does his thing. Don't get it twisted. He held people down. He had a cult out here. He has a whole cult. Hey, he's not going to do any wrong. He's always going to have some followers. He's always going to have, you know, some quality material for people. But the question marks are up there, brother. The question marks are up there. You partying too hard? Partying too hard. See, sometimes the poison don't kill you. But it can incapacitate you to a point where you can't move in the same circles anymore. And the worst thing you can do is have your name become mud. Especially with such allegations on the jacket. And nobody wants those type of allegations on their jacket, right? Fight that off first. Don't battle a rapper. Battle the accusation first. You know. And we also in this world of public opinion and stuff like that. So a lot of things get minced up all together. Man, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You're gonna do what you're gonna do against the wise counsel that can be given. Just don't be mad at me when the consequences for what they do. I'm not the authoritative force. I'm not the authoritative voice. No, I'm not the conclusive voice. I'm just a brother making an observation. No, from the block, from the corner store right here. You can go into the door right there. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself a bag of chips, maybe in Arizona. Cool out. Cool out. I'm gonna end this right here. You know what I'm saying? So, not to keep you so long. There's a lot of things going on in the world, and we all need to reconsider our value systems going forward. And I just want to wish everybody well. This dude, connection is horrible using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, I get you though. Yeah, yeah, so I'm gonna close up shop. Oh damn, I can't see all the messages coming through. There we go. Oh, it's getting funky. It's getting funky. DOC, shouts to the DOC. And if you checked out the last episode, Voices in My Head, I covered DOC and Beanie Siegel. Soon going to have some projects coming out reflecting on the AI experience of bringing their voices back. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's going to be great. What's going on? Yeah, the connectivity. The connectivity. It's crazy. But I've been here a little long. Coming back up on Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm going to do the Monday, Wednesday thing, see how that flows. I'm going to do my best to be as consistent as possible. That's a side note. It's a note to myself. But I just wanted to say peaceful journey to those artists. Such a short time. Chino XL, Fox Boogie, Magoo. We'll go back to Magoo. Rich Homie Quan, James Earl Jones. You know what I'm saying? Fatman Scoop. Saw with the ancestors. Saw in your peace. Shine upon your families some new prosperity, so they can have health, wealth, and great life. And may you get right with the Creator, the great eternal. I bid you all peace. Let's do it. Yo, where's my cue? Where is my cue? Oh, there we go. Sorry, y'all. I bid y'all peace. Lego.